product. I seen the money coming, I showed you that I'm a prophet.
And I'm riding shotgun in case get out of pocket. Why you wanna press the issue? You need to stop and keep a lawyer on retainer for depositions and dockets. Back to the topic in case you forgot it. Anonymous head bobbing, baby, keep that popping front.
Baby, I'm just trying to get legendary. Open them wide.
Just across I-25 from downtown Denver, the usual 76,000 fans have made their way to Philip and Tower Field at Mile High, the home of the Broncos. Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from Denver. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. To break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Off play action. Oh no, right at the start, he loses the football. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
Open space inside the 10. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Jaleel McLaughlin, touchdown Broncos. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. At their own 42-yard line. A run with Brooks to begin this drive. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's to the rookie from South Carolina, Xavier Legette. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given. But it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Dalton to throw. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Throwing, Dalton. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's a Carolina 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
We'll go once more with Brooks. And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5. The Panthers will take their first timeout. On 3rd down, here's Brooks. And he's going nowhere on this one. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it is 4th and goal.
That 3rd down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now? It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw is Nix. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He finds his tight end, Dulcich. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker. Be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Woods.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Now it's Dalton. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Give inside, it's Brooks. Good blocking to the 15. The speed on display. He's in. Jonathan Brooks. Touchdown, Panthers.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run. This is McLaughlin. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 22-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 39 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
On the ground, McLaughlin. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. The veteran Josie Jewell there for the stop. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. The Panthers off to the early advantage. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. Here's 2nd and 9.
Go.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's caught right side, it's Franklin.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Nix gonna give this to Estimate. And he will have a Broncos 1st down, I do believe. Gets it by about a yard on 3rd and 3.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be second down. Throwing is Nix. This one caught at the 4. And he's into the end zone. Greg Dulcich. Touchdown, Denver. Lutz for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Broncos are on top. It's 14-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Now Dalton. That's to the right side and incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from it.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide, we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
Nice 1st down pickup there by Troy Franklin. And, Mike, if there's one thing he is not going to have to learn or make a real big adjustment in the NFL is from time to time again, they're just going to tell him, go deep, run fast, and we're going to throw it as far as we can because there might not be a more explosive receiver in this rookie class than Franklin. 14 touchdowns last year. That was tied for 3rd in the FBS. This guy is a home run hitter, and they're going to try to give him as many opportunities downfield all season long.
Throwing, Nix. He's got it to the tight end, Dulcich.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in first and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable second down.
Hook him up on a second down and 8. A run here. It's McLaughlin. He's going nowhere. Gonna lose yardage on that play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that is incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. He finds some room across the 25. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I return to Denver after this. Now for Brooks. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Another try with Brooks. And he'll take this up, working towards the first down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the first down. Third and a yard. They'll try and run it with Brooks. And he's going to have a Panthers first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on third and a yard.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Set to go now on first and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to air this one out. And the Broncos will take over here just shy of the 30.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready, break!
A run now with McLaughlin. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
A gain of 2 brings us second and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Ready up!
Second down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Back to throw is Nix. Into space at the 45. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off by Troy Hill. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
We had a chance to talk to the defensive coordinator the other day, and remember what he told us, Mike? He said, we know how talented this young rookie quarterback is. He can make all the throws. We've seen him do it in college. But it's a different animal now doing this in the NFL. We think we can make him force some bad throws and make some bad decisions, and so far here in the first half, that's exactly what they've done. The first back taken in this last year's draft, Mike, and down in Carolina, all the conversation surrounds, can we get more talented skill players around Bryce Young and see if he can become that quarterback of the future that they're all banking on. And with Jonathan Brooks, his production at Texas, 10 touchdowns on the ground last year. He's good in pass protection. He's elusive. He's explosive. He's everything you want in a modern-day NFL running back.
So we come to halftime here in Denver, and the Broncos are out in front as we send you to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman. He's got the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in the second half. About to get started. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. First and 10. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got the tight end, Adam Troutman. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll hand it off here to Estiman. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Denver first down.
You can see the trust they have in this running back and the offensive line. You're facing a 3 and out. You're trying to extend this drive, turn around, hand it to the guy behind you, and let him do the rest.
A first down throw for Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. Really showing off the elusiveness after the catch. That's a gain of 26.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
To the ground, a first down run. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. His throw left side is complete. Out of bounds, but in business. They mark him down near the 2. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. They'll try to run this one in. A second effort, and he is in. Jaleel McLaughlin, touchdown Broncos. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. It's up and good. The Broncos are out to a 21-10 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5, and he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. On first and 10, here's Brooks. Can he get away? No, he's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play. Here's Dalton. That's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
To get this complete, it's Thielen over the middle. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. Try to get him to jump. Did not work. Good job by the defense to stay disciplined. It's a delay again. The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. They get the conversion with a gain of 22. So we are through three. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Dalton working from the pistol. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. To throw is Dalton. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
Here you go, 368. 2-by-2. Move. Stop.
Dalton. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception, but boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. He's got it at the 3. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Jackson. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Dalton to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Thielen. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44.
Now it's Dalton. He's got the hookup to C.J. Uzama. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive.
$368. That's up. Here you go, can. Yeah, 5-6. Here you go, 368. Move up.
Throwing, Dalton. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Let's go now.
They'll begin here on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down. And here comes 4th down. The Broncos bringing out their punter as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. This fielded inside the 35. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
2 by 2. Move. Hot. Regular.
Now Dalton. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that is incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. Third down coming up.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
That's taken in. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. You got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. No easy completions. And this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
They face second down and 7. Throwing is Nix. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Woods. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you, and sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
There's a saying on defense, Mike, tips and overthrows, you've got to get those. Those got to turn into interceptions. So if you're the offense here, after you saw that ball batted in the air, man, I can promise you it felt like a lifetime waiting to see if it just falls harmlessly to the ground.
And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked up by Cody Barton. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, they have to score twice. It's first and 10.
5, 6, 5, 6, 5. Here you go. 368. Stop.
He'll look to throw. Time for the deep shot, looking for Thielen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And it'll be second down. Back to throw. This one to his big tight end, Uzama. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. The Panthers, they're going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. Here's first and 10. Now, faking the give. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
He'll let one go down the middle. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of this defense.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Let's go. Check go.
Now a give on the ground. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.